Welcome to the first ever episode of the UFB, the Unidentified Flying Baseball Podcast. I am your host, Baseball Dude. Welcome in. Let's get started. So today, I'm going to introduce myself, give you some facts about me, and then we'll get into some topics. So the first thing about me, I was born in the Pacific Northwest. I am a Seahawks fan, a Mariners fan, a Kraken fan, and a Silvertips fan. That is a WHL team, a major junior hockey team that is in CHL League. If you don't know CHL League, I'd advise you to look it up. It is really cool. So that is some facts about me. I also upload on YouTube. I stream on Twitch and I upload on TikTok. I am a big sports fan. I love sports. I think sports is the most fascinating thing there is. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast and stay tuned for more to come. So I bet some of you are wondering why I'm starting this podcast. Well, I like sports and I like to give my opinions and my thoughts on stuff that happens in sports. Now, the three sports I like to cover the most are football, baseball, and hockey. Those are the sports I like. But, well, Baseball Dude, why are you doing a podcast and you just can express them through social media or typing? Well, one thing is when you're doing a podcast and it's on video, you get to see my reaction. If I just type it out, you don't get to see my reaction. So if something happens with the Seahawks on offseason and I go, hey, that's a great idea for a podcast topic, I can show my reaction on camera. The other reason is I like to express my thoughts and my reasonings publicly. Typing my thoughts and reasonings is great and all, but unless you don't see my reaction, there's that. Another reason I'm starting this podcast is because I saw and I thought, hey, I got inspiration from these guys. Go check them out. I'll drop their link in the bio on YouTube. West Coast Sports. Go check them out on TikTok, YouTube. Great people. Ton of respect for them. They are the reasons I wanted to start my own podcast. The UFB, the Unidentified Flying Baseball Podcast. So, with that being said, I'm excited. The first topic we're going to get into today is baseball and our thoughts on opening day and the upcoming Tokyo series that's on the 18th of this month. My thoughts of baseball players playing internationally is awesome. It brands out the MLB and baseball itself to the world, and it shows people, hey, you want to try something like this, go ahead and do it. Them doing the Tokyo series is great because it brings back Shohei Ohtani, Roki Sasaki, Yamamoto, Imaga, and a bunch of other Japanese-born baseball players that came over from overseas. Now, that starts on the 18th of this month, and opening day for Mariner fans starts on the 27th, and your opening day starter, I don't know if you guys saw, is Logan Gilbert, which I find awesome. But the one thing I will say about the Mariners is I don't think they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll miss it by a couple of games. And I also think the Athletics have a great chance to win our division. The one reason I have for that is because Houston has gotten weaker. Oh, not Oakland. Athletics have gotten stronger. Mariners have gotten weaker and have found no offense. And the Rangers and the Angels are retooling. So with those opinions in mind and those things that we're thinking about in mind, those are the reasons I think that will happen. The NL West will be ran by the Dodgers. The Rockies are just going to be the Rockies. And so the Padres are going to keep up with them. The Giants might try to keep up with those two, but I don't think they'll go very far. In the NL East, I think it's going to be the Braves, the Phillies, and the Mets. In the AL East, I think it's going to be the Orioles and the Yankees, very much so. And I think in the NL Central, it's going to be either the Brewers and the Reds, or the Cubs even. And then for the AL East, we already mentioned those. And maybe the Red Sox in the AL East even, maybe. So those are kind of the things I'm thinking about in my head. But here's one thing that I found really cool that is coming up next year is the WBC. WBC stands for World Baseball Classic. It is between the U.S. and a bunch of other countries that compete in a World Baseball Classic. Last year, I think Tokyo, Japan won it with Shohei Ohtani, and it was very, very cool to see and watch. If you guys haven't watched it yet, go watch it from last year. It is a couple years ago. It is dope, and it's coming back next year, so that is going to be fun to see. So again, this is what we're going to be talking about in this podcast is baseball, and I hope you guys did enjoy this very first episode of the Unidentified Flying Baseball Podcast. Until next time, keep it spit, keep it real, keep it cool, and keep it calm. See you guys later. Bye.